WRC Shootout Final. We've had an amazing build-up. Competition has been really intense, and it's all boiled down to this. RHYS Yates against Marquito Bolasia. I'm Bex Williams. Seb Scott is with me, ready to co-commentate. This is the big one, Seb.
Yeah, definitely. And Bex, if you'd have asked me at the start of this shootout who would be in our final, I would not be telling you RHYS Yates or Marquito Bolasia, but this is what we want: unpredictability and surprise.
Absolutely, and those are the stages we're going to see them compete across. Cuchilla, Nevada and El Condor. Argentina is our destination again. So we've had the massive build-up. Let's take a look back at the semi-final and all the action that we saw there. It's Yates against Badu.
But also we've got big crests and jumps as we fly over. Got his two first stage. Oh, RHYS. They're quite close now, Bex. Rao seems to be catching.
Yeah, they're looking quite close. RHYS just made a little bit of a mistake. They're just a little bit too wide. Yates has quite a big advantage here now. It is his to lose at the moment. He is looking at a place in the final. Yes, it is RHYS Yates then who heads through to the eSports WRC Shootout Final. Now it's time to head into semi-final run number 2. Straight away there, Solberg was just a little bit wide, you could see from the start. Oliver Solberg then is just slightly behind Marquito here. Marquito is looking really hot on this stage, I have to say. It's impressive from him so far here. Marco Bolasia then is our winner. So that was the incredible semi-final that we saw. And if you want to be part of the esport action, if you're watching this thinking, yeah, I can be better than these drivers, I can be faster, then you can. You can take part in daily esport challenges. This weekend, Rally Argentina could be yours, Seb. Tell us a bit more about it.
Definitely. So the regular WRC Esports Championship has not been affected by COVID-19 because everybody races from home. This weekend takes place on Rally Argentina. It's the only Rally Argentina action we're going to get, sadly, but we'll take what we can get at the moment, definitely. Anyone can enter. You just need a copy of the WRC 8 game and be able to play online. So on Friday, if you check on the WRC 8 menu on your game, you'll be able to see this week's esports round on Argentina. The stages are El Condor and Cantera, so get practicing. Stage conditions will be revealed on Friday and you can enter then.
Yeah, stage conditions is always an interesting one. What is it going to be? Is it going to be sunny and beautiful like we see right now on our screens? Is it going to be damp and foggy, which is classic for the El Condor test? We'll find out, or you'll find out rather, if you sign yourself up to the challenges during the week and of course to the big championship, which will be happening this weekend. We are building ourselves up then to find out who is going to be our eSports champion. And this is the way that RHYS Yates and Marco Bolasia made it to the final. Now, some good luck messages have been coming in for our crews.
Hey Marquito, you have done a very good job to get into the final of the WRC eSport competition on the WRC 8. You just started training a few weeks ago, and we can all see how dedicated you are to perform and give the best of yourself. I will keep an eye on your performance, and I would love to see you on top. Good luck, Marquito.
All right, RHYS. Here you've done quite well in the old eSports trophy and big races tonight, so just wanted to give you a little bit of a good luck message. Obviously, just want to say that keep the lines clean, be sensible, but be fast. And unless you win, I don't really want to hear much more about this.
Ooh, brutal from Rich Milliner there from M Sport. Beautiful but brutal. Okay, here we go then. Let's hear from Marquito now.
Now it's time for the final. The first stage will be Cuchilla, Nevada. It have a part that is very difficult, but we will try our best.
Chivada, Nevada. I can't pronounce it, but stage 1. Let's go, let's see what happens.
Chivada, Nevada is how it's always going to be known. Thank you very much for that, RHYS Yates. So it's RHYS against Marquito.
Yeah, you can always trust a Yorkshireman to get the pronunciation right, can't you? Yeah, RHYS against Marquito here. Bex, I won't lie, I've not got a clue who's going to win this.
No,
That's what we want.
It is going to be a tough one, and we've seen that across, our qualification sessions, our quarterfinals, our semi-finals. Both of these drivers have been really evenly matched. Marquito has surprised, definitely, but so has RHYS. RHYS with the L plates, remember, on the back of his rig.
Definitely, and at the moment it looks pretty neck and neck. It's a little bit choppy from Marquito's footage, but we are using an internet connection here. But RHYS isn't exactly being left behind either. And so far,
just a little mistake from Marquito. As he said, it's been a little, not as smooth certainly as Yates' style, and he did just go a little offline there as well. And as Rich Milner, who was advising RHYS Yates, said, you need to keep it on the line, you need to keep the line smooth, and certainly for Marquito that didn't work there, but they are still pretty much neck and neck right now. Loving seeing the spectators up on the rocks there.
Definitely, you do get a feeling that you are actually up in the Argentinian mountains, don't you, Bex?
You do. If you close your eyes, well, don't close your eyes because you're watching right now, but you can almost smell the barbecues, the atmosphere, hear the breeze blowing through the Pampas grass in Argentina. It's a special place, and I'm so glad that we are using Argentina as our eSports shootout this time around.
Rebecca Williams, we don't need to go on holiday this year. We can all stay at home and you can just talk us through all these remarkable locations.
They are remarkable locations. Let's take a look then at how evenly matched they are. Yates has just got the edge right now over Marquito, but it's tenths of seconds in it at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, I just noticed then Marquito on one of the switchbacks. Basically, I think he just held on the handbrake too long and he almost stopped dead in his tracks. And there, that's half second a second, so we've got another hairpin here. What the guys try and do is to transfer momentum, pull the handbrake to bring the back end round and then get on the gas, so that really they're not actually steering the car much. And it's a technique that looks very easy, but
it's very
to
quick
get
from
it right.
Marquito here. He is really pushing just a little bit too much, and he is off. That was really quick coming into that sweeping corner there, and he went off the road. And now it is advantage Yates.
Definitely, that was a big mistake from Marquito. That could decide this final, Bex. RHYS doesn't know exactly where Marquito is right now, so RHYS is still applying a lot of pressure to himself, but having spoken to RHYS, he has said that he's not going to push at 100% on these stages because he knows people are making mistakes under pressure. He doesn't want to fall into that category. He wants to make sure he gets a good solid timing.
Yeah, Marquito has a lot of work to do now. That was such an unfortunate mistake because he'd really picked up the pace, and I think at that point he was just ahead of Yates. Just. But now it's looking a little bit ragged. There's some big cuts coming in from Marquito. He knows that he has to push really hard now to make up that deficit of time. It's a bit of a desperate run here.
Definitely, you see him going through some of these corners. He's hugging the absolute limits of the stage on either side just to try and shave the extra tenth. And you know what, the accident that you've seen, he might have just not... Wow, that's a big cut from Marquito there.
Cut!
I think this is desperation from Marquito to just claw everything back against RHYS. So let's see what Marquito can do. Maybe he can close it down to within a second, but I think right now, Bex, the stage is RHYS's.
I think it's a long way out of shot now for Marquito, unless Yates makes a mistake, which is entirely possible.
Definitely, I mean...
He does have to keep it, they both have to keep it really clean now, but you can see how much Marquito is pushing. But, woo! There we go.
4:28, so yeah, I'll take that, see how it goes, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that run. Pretty smooth through, just tried to kind of stay, it was so easy, so predictable to kind of make a mistake. I lost my co-driver as well on the way through as well, but yeah, all good, well happy with that.
Bad stage for me. I had a crash and spin and went out of the road. We will see in El Condor. I am more confident that I'm better in El Condor, but we will see now.
Let's take a look at the gap between them then. Yes, you can see 4:28 from Yates, 4:35 from Balasia. So advantage Yates, but as Balasia said, he feels more confident in El Condor. I know there's a lot of Bolivian fans out there. Now is the time to be getting behind your boy. He needs all the support he can get after that mistake. Cost him dearly in the first final run. Big mistake.
I think in fairness, Bex, that accident looks like it cost more than 7 seconds, so I think Marquito made a lot of time up on that stage. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it could have. He was really pushing hard towards the end of it to try and make up time, as you said, Seb, but there was no catching RHYS Yates, and now we are into the final stage then, where we will crown an eSports WRC champion for the shootout. Will it be RHYS Yates? Will it be Marco Balasia? Let's find out.
Marco's got the edge over RHYS. He's got to win this. He has to win this. To win this shootout now, Marquito has to win by over 7 seconds.
It's a great start
little
from
mistake
Marquito,
from RHYS
isn't it?
there. Yeah, definitely. There's a big smile on RHYS's face. I don't know if he's enjoying himself or what, but he needs to focus right now because Marquito really is taking it to RHYS. There's a big gap there, Bex.
This is a tough stage. El Condor is legend. Oh, Marquito just a little slow there around that section. Yates a little bit quicker. Oh, Marquito!
Oh, it's a roll!
No, I don't believe it! He's completely rolled.
He'd done everything then to almost...
No, I don't
all
believe
that hard work,
it.
Bex. Oh, no.
That was going so well for him. He was quicker than Yates, but as we all just saw, that was a complete disaster for him. Let's just recap now, see where we are in terms of the distance between this pairing. Oh, Marquito.
Okay, so RHYS is going through that long hairpin now. I'm counting in my head, Bex. That's almost a 6 second gap.
Yeah, it is
maybe
5
even
or
7.
6 seconds, I think, roughly between them. But, you know, that is Yates with the advantage, and Marquito with that mistake now. It's going to be a bit of a nervous drive for the rest of it. Same with the previous stage. He has to really put his foot to the floor here. And
there was a mistake from RHYS there, Bex.
This is going to be tight then. Look how rocky it is. It's such a rocky, bumpy stage, and they will be feeling that. You know, the response they're getting back from their car.
Yeah, definitely. And there was a camera angle there, Bex. I think Mr. Porter, if he's watching, Julian Porter, he loves a good bit of suspension travel. And this game, WRC8, is so accurate with the movement of the car that you can actually see the suspension travel of the wheel moving up and down inside the wheel arch. That's what we love to see with these games. Marquito's closing on RHYS, Bex, I think. He's definitely closed that gap.
He really is going for it, isn't he? But, you know, if Yates can keep that style, the style he had in the previous stage, keeping it smooth, keeping the lines true, then he could well take the win here. Let's see what Marquito does, though, because as you can tell from the footage, there's nothing left to lose for him now. He's just got to give it absolutely everything. One big mistake already within this pass, a mistake in the previous stage for him. It's got to be flat out now. Win it or bin it, Marquito.
Definitely, and you can see he's on the ragged edge, Bex. He's getting on the throttle earlier, getting on the brakes later, and so far, so good. Can he keep it up to the red plate, to the finish line? I'm getting exhausted through this,
I think you're getting a little bit overexcited. Wet flannel, please, for Seb Scott here. Let's cool him down. Over the bridge, then those tricky bridges, which line the El Condor stage.
Just got held up on the bridge there, Marco. That's not what he wanted. If anything, he wants to make no more mistakes. We've seen a couple from RHYS, so maybe Marco can hold on and just square it to RHYS.
Yates is to lose now, to be honest. He's got a good advantage over Marquito. He seems to have really settled into El Condor. He's coming out now into the easier section of stage in quotes. None of it is easy, but it is a little less rough now, a little wider.
Definitely, and this is where Marquito can really, really make some time up because it's flat out, and if you've got confidence on this stage, this is where it pays. Nice cut from Marco there, but RHYS is just keeping it steady and keeping it consistent.
Yeah, just looking at the car itself, but also at the drivers. how cool and calm Yates is at the moment. Obviously, these guys have no idea of the times that each of them are doing right now. They're very much focused on their game and their game alone.
I hate to say it, Bex, but RHYS really needs to pick the pace up. Marquito is catching him at a rate of knots.
Marquito really has his foot to the floor here. I think he can hear everyone cheering for him. That's what it is. All his fans are giving him momentum to push. It is going to be a close finish here.
It's going to be... So RHYS, yeah, Marquito's closing. He's taking a lot of time. Oh, snake in there under braking, but keeps it under control.
Not too far to go now within the stage for both our drivers, who are giving it absolutely everything to try and be the winner here of eSports WRC Shootout.
Yeah, and
we're
across the
done.
line.
And we wait for the times to come up.
Stage done. Yeah, we'll see. It weren't the quickest, but I just tried to stay neat, make no mistakes or anything like that. So the stage is so hard, you just bumps you everywhere, and it's hard to not make a mistake. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, all good, and we'll see how I get on.
Everyone wants to win, so yeah, but I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Thanks for all the followers on the social medias. There is a lot of Bolivian fans. We will get through this, and soon we will be seeing each other on the rallies.
Well, let's take a look then at the times and confirmation that RHYS Yates was the fastest man through, which makes him our overall winner in the eSports WRC Shootout. Congratulations to RHYS. What a brilliant drive. What a brilliant final we have had from both competitors, from Yates and Bulacia.
Definitely.
Huge dramas from Bulacia, though, Seb, with that off.
Yeah, that was a big one. I think that definitely cost him this shootout. The incident in the previous stage, that was salvageable, but I'm afraid Marquito, his shootout dreams ended there, I think, Bex.
Yeah, it's a real shame, but both of them have been brilliant. Let's see if we... There's the realisation.
Yes! Won it! Get in there! Come on! We'll take that! Oh. We can rip this up. L plate. Rip that up.
Oh God, what's he going to do?
To do one of these.
Is he doing it? He's doing a shooty, Bex.
With tea!
He's doing... No, that's a Yorkshireman through and through.
Merchant of brew. And a trainer, shoey. Once in a lifetime. Cheers, lads. Cheers to WRC. Cheers to eSports. Been bang on, lots of fun. So everyone stay safe and yeah, send it.
Brilliant response there then from our eSports WRC Shootout champion, RHYS Yates, pulling a shoey with a cup of tea at the end. As you said, Seb, that is a typical
Absolutely.
Yorkshire reaction right there.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant from RHYS there. And also a really nice message at the end. Thank you to everyone that's been watching, but most importantly, stay at home. Let's stay safe, and hopefully we can get this thing beat, and let's just take esports as our sport for now.
Absolutely, it has proved hugely entertaining. I hope you've all enjoyed watching our shootouts in the Junior Championship, in the WRC as well. It's brilliant to be able to get a slice of WRC action, and esports is the way forward right now. I echo RHYS's sentiments. Stay safe, everyone. Stay at home, and hopefully we'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching.